Hello and welcome. This is the Grow Your Money Weekly Update. Every weekly update follows the same structure. We review the account, positions, any outcomes since the last update, confirm the tracker, and then look ahead. Okay, we are in Thinkorswim. The account is sitting at $97,000 and about $10,000 to employ into the wheel. Looking at the monitor, we have 1, 2, 3 calls on Netflix, Palantir, and Tesla. I should say covered calls. So in the middle of the week, we bought back a covered call from Netflix and took profit on the NVIDIA cash secured put. And then we reset the wheel strategy for Netflix and bought another covered call. And then Tesla and Palantir we were assigned, so we set covered calls on those. And then reset the strategy thread for NVIDIA and opened up another cash secured put. In options play, we're tracking the same things. This is a covered call on Netflix, Palantir, and Tesla. And then the cash secured put on NVIDIA. All right, we're going to make sure these are all updated in the tracker. And this is the beauty of the strategy. If you just have time to make the trade, you can follow up and record it here in the log using your account statement. So we know we have covered calls that we have to fill out here, and as well as starting a new NVIDIA that we closed out. So I'm going to insert a row below here and then copy this in. And we're going to use a different or a new one because we're starting a new cash secured put. And fill this out with NVIDIA again. And this is where it can be a little bit off when you don't copy this in right away. And the strike we bought, we can look back at Thinkorswim. The account statement for NVIDIA, and I'm just going to do it for this one, is the $180 put for $625, and we did that on January 26th, earlier this morning. So we bought the 180 and we got paid $625, and we did that today on January 26th, and it expired on 2/27. So that's the new NVIDIA that we started, and then now we have to do the covered calls, and I'm looking off screen on Thinkorswim. I just don't want to keep switching back. These are arbitrary now since it's a little late, but this gives you a rough idea when you go back and look at it. And for Tesla, we bought the $530 strike, and for Palantir the $205, and we paid $515 and $230, or we were paid. And those both expired on February 27th, and these were opened on Friday, January 23. And so this one we have to do the math on because we have to look at the last one, which was Tesla. We bought it at $460, so we got paid another $5, so we can say this is $455, and a round cents here because it just gives you a ballpark idea. And Palantir is $182, and we got paid another $2, so I'm just gonna make that $180. So Here's the prices that we put in for buying it back as a working order, so that if we're not online, it'll buy it back for us and allow us to take profit. I believe that's everything we have. The 3 covered calls that are still active here and the cash secured put. Looking at options play, we'll look at the sandbox. We have 4 remaining stocks or contracts in the sandbox thread. We did close out one more, which was SB005. So looking at our tracker, we just have the 1, 2, 3, 4 remaining, and we took profit on the rest of the 11. So we just have the 4 remaining in this thread. For our strategy threads, Netflix is our life cycle example. It's moved from puts to assignment, and now we sold the second covered call. NVIDIA is our wheel versus buy and hold thread. It's our thoroughbred, and we're intentionally keeping it in the strategy so we can compare income over the same timeline. We have currently sold 4 cash secured puts on NVIDIA. The sandbox tests small account selection by selling cash secured puts across all qualifying stocks on the same day. 11 have already been bought back for profit, with 4 still in play. That's it for this week. I'll see you in the next update, and as always, trade the plan, not the panic. See you in the gym.